Good day to Prof, Doctor, and everyone. I'm Chong Ling from Section 1. Today, I would like to share the tutorial for the soccer ball game. First, you need to create a new 3D project and set up the field, goalpost, player, and soccer ball. Next, go to the soccer ball and add the rigid body and sphere collider to the ball. Make sure the use gravity is ticked to enable gravity. Next, under the player, you need to create two new game objects for the camera target and ball position target. Set up the suitable position for the camera target and ball position target. Download and import the package that was provided in the description below. After that, you need to go to the player and add the character controller to the player. Set the suitable settings for the player. Next, you need to drag the player movement script to the player, then the player ball script to the player. Drag the main camera as the follow camera, and you need to set the key shoot and the force to the player ball. Make sure the player has collider and the player need to be set as the tag of player. Now, you need to go to the main camera and then you need to drag the move around object script to the main camera and then drag the camera target that was created earlier to the move around object script, and then you need to go to the ball and then add the ball script to the ball, and then you need to drag the player as transform player and add the target ball as the player ball position, and then make sure that the ball is set as ball tag. Next, you need to go to the goalpost to add the box collider like that to allow the game to detect when the ball crosses the box collider as the goal line. Next, you need to create an empty game object as the spawn point that to align the ball to the center. So you need to set the position to the center. Next, you need to create a text to display the goal score, and then you need to go to the goal that the player need to kick the ball to it, and then add the goal script to the to this goal, and then you need to drag the score text that you create and then the spawn point that you create to align the ball to the center, and then you can try the game now. So you can try the game and then you can see the result. For the exercise, I had to do two modifications to my 3D game environment. So first, I had changed the character to the human character. Next, I will add multiple camera views to my game. First, you need to create two new camera and set the position to have a different views for your game. Next, you need to go to the player and then create an empty game object as the camera controller to have a different view. And then you need to drag the camera controller script to the controller and then drag the main camera as camera 1 and another to as camera 2 and then another as camera 3. Next, I had also need to include the mouse interaction to improve the player's interaction in my game, which is jumping. So I need to go to the player and then drag the mouse input controller script into the player, and then I will drag the player into the player rigid body and then set up the jump force. For the obstacle design, I had also include two new obstacles, which is the more players and a timer. So you need to make sure that all of the obstacles has collider to increase the difficulty. And then you need to create a timer text and then create a new game object, which is the timer controller. And then you need to drag the timer script into the timer controller. For the rule design, I had added an outball script to the wall. If the player brings the ball to the wall, the ball goes out of bounds. The other team will get a score. Now, let's try the game. And if the game is end and the ball will be spawned to the center again. So that's all from me. Thank you.